Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video. Aldo rang the doorbell, his backpack slung over one shoulder. Moments later, his best friend Marlo opened the door with a grin. Hey man, come on in. My room's all set up for our gaming marathon.
Awesome. I can't wait to finally beat that boss,
Aldo said, stepping inside the familiar house. He'd been friends with Marlo since elementary school and had slept over countless times. Marlo's older sister, Luna, poked her head out from the kitchen. Oh, hey, Aldo, she greeted with a mischievous smirk. At 17, she was a couple years older than them and loved to tease. You boys staying out of trouble? Aldo felt his cheeks warm slightly. He'd always found Luna intimidating with her edgy style and flirty attitude. No promises, he joked, following Marlo upstairs to his bedroom. They fired up Marlo's gaming console and settled in, attacking virtual monsters with gusto. An hour later, Marlo's mom knocked and poked her head in, looking distraught. Boys, I'm afraid there's been an emergency. Your grandfather was in a car accident. He's in the hospital, but it looks like he'll be okay. Your dad and I need to go see him, though. Marlo paused the game, alarmed. Of course, I'll come too. Let me just grab a few things. I can head home, Aldo began, but Marlo's mom waved a hand. No, you're welcome to stay. Luna will be here. She's expecting an important package she needs to sign for. We shouldn't be gone more than a few hours, hopefully. Aldo nodded as Marlo hurried to pack an overnight bag just in case. Soon, the house was empty except for him and Luna. Feeling awkward, he headed downstairs, figuring he'd watch TV to pass the time. Luna was sprawled on the couch, looking bored as she flipped through channels. She glanced up when Aldo entered.
Looks like it's just you and me, kid. Want to have some fun?
She patted the cushion next to her. Aldo perched on the far end of the sofa, pulse quickening.
What kind of fun?
Makeover party? I've got some new makeup I've been dying to try out, and I bet you'd look great with a little eyeliner. She winked playfully. What? No way, Aldo sputtered, face flushing. Makeup's for girls. Psh, makeup is for anyone who wants to have fun and express themselves, Luna declared. Come on, live a little. I promise I won't make you look ridiculous. Please. She batted her long lashes. Aldo hesitated, curiosity warring with embarrassment. He had to admit there was something intriguing about the idea, especially with an older girl asking. Well, okay, fine, but no photos. This stays between us. Cross my heart, Luna said solemnly, bouncing up and grabbing Aldo's hand. To the bathroom. She sat him down on the closed toilet lid and assessed his face critically.
Let's see. We've got to get rid of that peach fuzz first. Time to shave.
Aldo gulped as she smeared shaving cream over his cheeks and upper lip. The rasp of the razor felt strange, his skin tingling in its wake.
There, smooth as butter, Luna pronounced. Now for the real fun.
She uncapped an eyeliner pencil and tilted Aldo's chin up. He tried not to blink as she carefully lined his upper and lower lids. The pencil tickled slightly. Next came mascara, the wand brushing his lashes and making them look thicker and darker. Luna pursed her lips and selected a rosy lipstick. Open up, she instructed, and Aldo parted his lips obediently. The waxy bullet slid across his mouth, leaving a slick coating behind. One last touch. Luna dusted some shimmery powder over Aldo's cheekbones. There, take a look, beautiful. She spun him to face the mirror. Aldo gaped at his reflection. Luna's skillful application had transformed his face. His eyes looked bigger and more defined, cheekbones subtly highlighted. But it was the lips that drew his attention, plump and glistening and alluring pink. He looked like a completely different person. Wow, he breathed. I can't believe that's me. I knew you had potential, Luna said smugly. But your boy clothes aren't working with this Luke. Let's raid my closet. In a daze, Aldo let himself be tugged into Luna's room. She threw open her wardrobe and started tossing options onto the bed, skirts, dresses, flowy blouses. With your slim build, you can probably fit most of these. Try this on first." She handed him a gauzy lavender top and a black skater skirt. Aldo stepped into her walk-in closet to change, heart pounding. The unfamiliar sensation of silky fabric swishing against his freshly shaved legs made him shiver. He emerged feeling exposed and self-conscious. Luna clapped her hands together gleefully. "Adorable! Give us a twirl." Feeling silly, Aldo spun around, the skirt flaring out. The air felt cool on his thighs. It was weird, but not entirely unpleasant. "Okay, one more," Luna decided, handing him a spaghetti-strap sundress scattered with daisies. The material stretched tight across Aldo's flat chest, but the skirt draped nicely over his narrow hips. Luna let out a wolf whistle. "Damn boy, you've got a set of stems on you! Who knew you'd make such a pretty girl?" She dug in a drawer and produced a wig of sleek chestnut locks, arranging it over Aldo's short hair. "There, the piece de resistance." The figure in the mirror was utterly foreign to Aldo now, willowy and delicate in a way his gangly boy self had never been. He ran his hands down the unfamiliar curves of his torso, marveling at the transformation. A strange flutter stirred low in his belly. A distant rumble made them both jump. Aldo looked out the window to see Marlo's family car pulling into the driveway. "Crap, they're back early," Luna giggled. "Well, won't they be surprised? Don't worry, I've got your back, sis." Pulse galloping, Aldo followed Luna down the stairs on unsteady feet, the swish of his skirt sounding unnaturally loud. Marlo and his parents were just coming through the front door, looking tired but relieved. "Grandpa's doing fine. They're keeping him overnight for observation, but—" Marlo broke off, jaw dropping as he caught sight of Aldo. "Holy shit! Aldo, is that you?" His parents glanced over and did a double take. His mom recovered first, taking in Aldo's dolled-up appearance with raised eyebrows. "Well now, what have you two been up to?" "Just a little makeover party," Luna said airily. "Doesn't he look great? I'm calling her Alda, my own living doll to play with." Marlo continued to gape like a landed fish. "Dude, you're good-looking. I don't know how to process this." Aldo ducked his head, cheeks burning. The skimpy sundress left him feeling vulnerable and on display.
"I lost a bet," he muttered. "You know how Luna is. I think it suits you." Marlo's dad spoke up unexpectedly. He gave Aldo an approving nod. "You look very nice, Alda. I'm glad you kids found a fun way to pass the time." Aldo blinked, astonished to find only open acceptance on all their faces, even Marlo. His best friend shook his head ruefully. "Seriously, bro, you've got way nicer legs than me. It's so unfair." "Told you?" Luna stage whispered, elbowing Aldo. "All right, fashion show's over. Who wants pizza? My treat, in honor of Alda's debut." As the others drifted off to place their orders, Aldo stood frozen, mind reeling. He never could have imagined this strange turn of events when he arrived today. But seeing himself so thoroughly, convincingly feminized had awoken something he'd never known was slumbering inside him. A craving to explore this softer, prettier side of himself. Luna glanced over her shoulder and shot him a wink, wicked and full of promise. Something told Aldo this wouldn't be the last time he raided her closet. The thought filled him with a confusing tangle of anxiety and anticipation. What would it feel like to shave all over, to have smooth, hairless skin like a real girl, to walk down the street in a swishy skirt, hips swaying, and have people look admiringly at the pretty girl, not knowing what lay beneath? The fantasy made his pulse skip and his palms sweat. Luna's makeover and his family's unexpected acceptance had sparked a confusing mix of emotions in Aldo. As they gathered around the kitchen table to devour pizza, he picked at his slice, lost in thought. The silky dress and wig felt strange, but not entirely unpleasant against his skin. Marlo kept sneaking, fascinated glances at him between bites. "Man, I still can't get over how different you look,"
he said, shaking his head.
"Like you could totally pass as a girl if you wanted to."
Aldo flushed, unsure how to respond. Part of him wanted to rip off the wig and scrub away the makeup, to retreat back into the safety of his normal appearance. But another part, small but insistent, thrilled at the idea of exploring this new identity further. Luna, perhaps sensing his inner turmoil, reached over to pat his hand. "Relax, kid. It's just fashion. It doesn't have to mean anything deep, but you do wear it well." She smirked. "I bet you'd turn all the boys' heads at school." Aldo nearly choked on his pizza. The thought of his male classmates seeing him like this made his stomach swoop with both terror and an illicit thrill. What would they think? Would they be disgusted or intrigued? Speaking of school, Marlo's mom fixed Luna with a stern look. "Don't you dare get any ideas about sending Aldo out in public like that. Crossdressing is all well and good for fun at home, but it could cause a lot of trouble if anyone else saw." "Chill, Mom. I'm not going to make him wear a skirt to chemistry class," Luna said, rolling her eyes. "But maybe he wants to go out like this sometime, just to see what it's like. I could do his makeup, lend him some of my clothes. We could go to the mall a few towns over where no one knows him." Aldo's heart stuttered at the idea. To be out in the world, presenting as female, the outside finally matching this nebulous inkling inside him, it was terrifying and tantalizing all at once. "I don't know," he hedged, voice cracking slightly. "I mean, wouldn't it be really obvious I'm a boy? I'm so tall and skinny." "You'd be surprised what the right clothes and makeup can achieve," Luna said. "Plenty of girls are tall and slim. We could get you a padded bra, some shapewear. Trust me, I can make you a knockout. No one would ever suspect." Aldo swallowed hard, mind spinning with the possibilities. He imagined walking through the mall in a cute dress and heels, long hair swishing, hips swaying. Having people smile at him, call him Miss, maybe even flirt. It was a heady fantasy, but doubt quickly crashed in. What if someone did realize he was male? What if they reacted with cruelty, even violence? Being a boy in a dress in public felt incredibly risky. And yet, the longing persisted, tugging at him. There was a name for boys like him. Boys who wanted to look and dress like girls sometimes. He'd stumbled across the term online, late at night in shameful, furtive searches. Crossdressing, or even transgender. At the time, he'd closed the browser window quickly, heart pounding, not wanting to examine that word too closely and what it might mean for him. But now, dolled up and sitting with his family who all seemed so blasé about it, maybe this was his chance to explore that buried part of himself. Luna was watching him closely, a knowing glint in her eye. "Tell you what, next weekend we'll have a girls' day. We'll go shopping, get you all gussied up, maybe see a movie. Just to test the waters, and if at any point you feel uncomfortable, we'll come straight home, no questions asked. What do you say, Alda?" She smiled encouragingly, and Aldo felt something loosen in his chest. This didn't have to be some big, scary declaration of identity. Like Luna said, it was just fashion, just playing around. No need to get ahead of himself. He took a fortifying breath and looked around the table at his family's open, accepting faces. "Okay," he said softly. "Let's do it. Girls' day out." Marlo whooped and punched him in the arm. "This is gonna be wild. My best bro, the secret beauty queen." Aldo mustered a smile, even as his stomach fluttered with nerves. What was he getting himself into? But the excitement buzzing beneath his skin was undeniable. He wanted this, wanted to give that hidden part of himself a chance to breathe, to stretch its legs, even if only for a day. Luna beamed at him, looking almost proud. "Atta girl. Don't worry, I'll take good care of you. We're gonna have so much fun." The following week passed in a blur of anticipation and anxiety. Aldo alternated between giddy eagerness for the coming shopping trip and near paralyzing dread. What if this was a huge mistake? What if giving in to these feminine urges only made everything more confusing in the long run? But he couldn't deny the little zing of happiness he felt every time he imagined picking out pretty dresses, walking through the mall in heels and a wig, being called she and her. It just felt right somehow, like he was finally letting his real self peek out after a lifetime of hiding. When Saturday arrived, he woke with his stomach in knots. He forced down some toast and then sat on the edge of his bed, knee bouncing restlessly. It still didn't feel entirely real that this was happening. A knock sounded and Luna poked her head in, grinning. "Rise and shine, princess. Time to get ready for our big day out." Aldo took a shaky breath and stood. "Okay, I'm ready, I think." Luna took his hand and squeezed. "You're gonna do great. Just relax and let me work my magic." An hour later, Aldo stood in front of Luna's full-length mirror, scarcely recognizing his own reflection. Luna had outdone herself with the transformation. The wig of long, honey-brown waves framed his face softly, and the expertly applied makeup made his features look delicate and feminine. A lightly padded bra gave him the illusion of small breasts, and the flowy floral sundress nipped in at the waist and flared over his hips. Sheer stockings masked the fine hair on his legs, and a pair of kitten heels made him feel dainty and graceful. A spritz of sweet perfume completed the look. "Well, hello there, gorgeous," Luna said, coming up behind him with a smug smile. "I hardly recognize you. Alda the knockout, ready to break some hearts." Aldo could only stare at the girl in the mirror, his reflection, and yet not. She looked so natural, so at ease in her feminine trappings, like this was the real Aldo, or Alda, all along, just waiting for the opportunity to emerge.
"I can't believe it,"
Aldo whispered, voice breaking. "I look godly," Luna supplied firmly. "You look beautiful, Alda."
"Now let's get out there and show the world what she's been missing."
The drive to the mall a few towns over was nerve-wracking, but also thrilling. Every time Aldo caught a glimpse of himself in the car window, a giddy little shock ran through him. He really did look like just another teenage girl out for a day of shopping with her cool older sister. Luna kept up a steady stream of chatter, coaching Aldo on how to walk and move and speak more femininely.
"Keep your shoulders back, but relaxed. Take smaller steps. Let your hips sway a bit, and if you have to talk, aim for a slightly higher pitch and maybe a bit more expressive, if that makes sense."
Aldo nodded, trying to absorb it all. By the time they reached the mall parking lot, he felt slightly more at ease in his new persona. He could do this. He was Alda now, confident, cute, and ready to take on the world. They strolled through the mall hand in hand, Luna leading the way. Aldo's heart raced every time they passed other shoppers, but no one seemed to look twice at him. To the outside world, he was just a normal girl out with her sister. It was exhilarating and surreal all at once. "Ooh, let's check out this boutique," Luna said, tugging him towards a trendy-looking shop. "I bet they'll have some cute dresses that'll look great on you." Aldo followed her lead, pulse picking up as they entered the store. The sales clerk, a perky 20-something girl, greeted them with a smile. "Hi there. Can I help you ladies find anything today?" "We're just browsing for now, thanks," Luna said breezily. "Gotta find something fab for my sister here to wear to a party next week." The clerk turned her friendly gaze on Aldo, looking him up and down appreciatively.
"Well, with a figure like that, you'll look stunning in just about anything. Let me know if you need a fitting room or any suggestions."
Aldo blushed and stammered out a thank you, amazed at how easily he seemed to pass. The clerk really saw him as just another girl, no suspicion whatsoever. It made him feel giddy and lightheaded. Luna started pulling dresses off the racks, holding them up to Aldo's frame critically.
With your skin tone, I'm thinking jewel colors. Maybe an emerald green or a rich plum. Ooh, and we definitely need to show off those killer legs of yours."
They spent nearly an hour in the shop, Aldo modeling dress after dress for Luna's discerning eye. It was a bit embarrassing at first, prancing and twirling for her, but soon he found himself getting into it, striking poses and fluffing his hair like he'd seen girls do in movies. It felt good to embrace his feminine side so wholly, without shame or reservation. In the end, they settled on a few dresses that Luna deemed Alda approved. A swingy green wrap dress that made his eyes pop, a sleek black cocktail number for a touch of drama, and a flirty pink sundress scattered with daisies that Luna proclaimed too cute for words. As they headed to the register to pay, Aldo felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned to see a handsome boy about his age, smiling shyly. "Hey, I just wanted to say, you look really nice in that dress. The green one? It brings out your eyes." Aldo blinked, mouth falling open slightly. Was this guy flirting with him? With Alda? His cheeks heated and he ducked his head, suddenly tongue-tied. "Oh, thank you," he managed, pitching his voice higher. "That's so sweet of you to say." The boy shuffled his feet, looking bashful. "I'm Nate, by the way. I was wondering if would you want to grab a coffee or something sometime?" Aldo's brain short-circuited. This cute boy was asking him out. Him, Aldo as Alda, a boy in a dress. It was too surreal for words. He opened his mouth, unsure how to respond, but Luna swooped in smoothly. "That sounds lovely, Nate, but I'm afraid my sister is a bit too young to date yet," she said, slipping a protective arm around Aldo's waist. "Maybe in a few years, though." Nate looked crestfallen, but nodded. "Right, of course. Sorry, I shouldn't have assumed. Well, have a nice day, ladies." He sketched an awkward wave and walked away, shoulders slumped. Luna steered the stunned Aldo to the register, murmuring in his ear.
"You okay, hun? I figured you weren't quite ready to be picked up by random dudes, but damn, look at you go, turning heads left and right." "I can't believe that just happened," Aldo said faintly as Luna paid for their purchases.
"He really thought I was a girl, a cute girl he wanted to date." "Well, duh, because you are a cute girl," Luna said, bopping him on the nose playfully. "The cutest. But maybe we should hold off on the coffee dates until you're a bit more sure of yourself, yeah?" Aldo nodded, head spinning. This day had already been such an emotional roller coaster. Being hit on, as flattering and validating as it was just a little too much to process on top of everything else. They browsed a few more stores, picking up some cute accessories and a pair of strappy sandals that made Aldo feel like a total bombshell. By the time lunch rolled around, his feet were starting to ache from the unaccustomed heels, but he was still riding the high of being out in the world as his true, feminine self. They grabbed salads at the food court, got to maintain that girlish figure, and then Luna suggested they cap off their successful shopping venture with mani-pedis at the mall salon. Aldo was hesitant at first, but quickly melted into blissful relaxation as the nail technician massaged his feet and calves. He picked out a soft pink polish for his toes and a glittery top coat for his fingernails, admiring how dainty and feminine his hands looked. It was the perfect finishing touch to his pretty, polished look. As they finally headed back to the car, arms laden with shopping bags, Aldo felt a profound mix of exhaustion and exhilaration. Being Alda for the day had been scary, thrilling, affirming, overwhelming. So many emotions swirling inside him. But one thing was crystal clear. Some deep, hidden part of him had absolutely relished it. The clothes, the makeup, the admiring glances, even the flirtatious boy. It all just felt so right, in a way being Aldo never really had. "So, how was it, being a pretty girl for the day?" Luna asked as she navigated them out of the parking lot. "Everything you dreamed of and more?" Aldo leaned his head back against the seat, a slow smile spreading across his face. "It was amazing," he said softly. "Scary, but amazing. I felt like me. More me than I've ever felt before." Luna reached over to squeeze his hand. "I'm so glad, hun. You make a damn fine girl if I do say so myself. And there's nothing wrong with embracing that side of yourself, you know? Even if it's just here and there, just with us." Aldo nodded, throat feeling tight. "I think I'd like that. To be Alda sometimes, if that's okay." "Of course it is," Luna said firmly. "You can be Alda with me anytime you want. We'll have regular girls' days, yeah? Shopping, spa trips, the works. My treat." Happy tears pricked at the corners of Aldo's eyes. "Thank you, Luna, for all of this, for helping me be me. That's what big sisters are for. Luna said, smiling softly at him. I've got you, Alda. Always. The drive home was quiet, both of them lost in thought. Aldo kept running his fingers over his satiny dress, marveling at the day's events. In the span of a few short hours, his whole world had shifted on its axis. He had a sister now, a sister who saw him, really saw him, and accepted all of him. He had pretty dresses and makeup and a new name. But most importantly, he had hope. Hope for a future where maybe, just maybe, he could be all of himself, Aldo and Alda, male and female, a beautiful, complex tapestry of identity. As Luna pulled into their driveway, Aldo took a deep breath, readying himself to return to boy mode for now. But for the first time, that shift didn't feel like a shameful retreat or a denial of his true self. It was just another facet of his being, one that could exist in harmony with his feminine side. He was lucky to have the freedom to explore both. Marlo was waiting for them in the living room, practically vibrating with curiosity.
Well, how'd it go? Did you have fun doing girl stuff all day? Aldo looked to Luna, who gave him an encouraging nod. He turned back to his best friend, smiling tremulously. Yeah, I did. It was wonderful, actually. And I think I might want to do it again sometime. Be Alda again.
Marlo blinked, then grinned, wide and easy.
Hey, that's cool, bro. Or should I say sis? He chuckled. Seriously, though, I'm glad you had a good time.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.